Welcome to the official podcast of the Vibrant Life community. I'm Sarah Nolan, and I am an energetic management advisor for high performers. And in my program Recharge, I take my clients through a 3-step process to become re-energized, reprogrammed, and reconnected so that you can really create the best life possible and come back to who you really are, the person who has been hiding beneath the stress, the burnout, and all of that crap. The real you gets to shine through this process. And through the recharge process, I help people, this is what happens through that process is they feel more abundant with their wealth because they're reprogramming. That's the second step. They reprogram their innermost belief systems. And this goes way beyond mindset. This goes deep into the inner layers of really on a soul level. So I'm super excited to be sharing this with you this week. And especially today, we're talking about gratitude. And you might be wondering, well, of course, gratitude, but why is it on step 5? And it's because we've got to do that foundational work first. I mean, gratitude is always great, right? But if you want to get real results, then, and it's always a good time to do gratitude, but if you want to get real results, then you do want to build this foundational layer before focusing on gratitude as your answer. All right, so if you do not do the first 4 layers, which I talked about early on in the week, so go catch up on those videos, they're like 10 minutes long. If you have not done that foundational part first, then it's not going to be in alignment when you try to be grateful. And either it won't be genuine gratitude, or it won't be as deep or as aligned as it could be, and then it's not going to be as effective for helping you achieve what you want to achieve. So that's why I put gratitude last. And you can be grateful the whole way through. But this is like the icing on the cake. After we have done these first 4 steps, the first one is listening to your thoughts. Like when you have that thought or that feeling that you don't feel worthy of the wealth that you have accumulated for yourself, or you don't feel like it's enough, or you feel like it's all going to be taken away. When you have those thoughts and feelings, listen to them. Number 2, find out what your exact internal story is about money and about abundance. And that's going to help you to pull out that whole root and not just the base of the root, right? So that you don't have these new sprouts that keep on shooting up. And then the next step is to find out what the emotions are that have been attached to that root. Because every belief has emotions that go along with them. And so you're going to find out what those emotions are. And when you have the awareness, and by the way, when you're going through this process of gaining clarity and awareness, we're not dwelling on any of it. It's very productive. It's very active. And you basically gain awareness. And then the next step is you release it all in the same 5 minutes. Like these 5 steps, this is like a 5-minute process that I'm telling you about. So you're not dwelling on it at all. And I know a lot of people are really into this philosophy of think positive and do not let, I've heard this and I was taught to do this. Do not let a negative thought into your mind, because you will attract that negative experience. That is such BS, because there are negative things inside of you that need to come out, and they will not come out unless you look at it without fear. You look at it and you take care of it. All right, so then we release and create a new story. And finally, today, we're talking about gratitude. And that's the icing on the cake after we've done this process, when you've got this new, strongly, freshly built foundation. And I want to share with you a really special way that I have found to express gratitude. And, words are so incredibly important, and there can be very subtle but very powerful shifts with words when you make these little tweaks. So a lot of people, when they make gratitude lists, they say like, I'm grateful for this, 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 and it just becomes a list. It's like a Christmas list, right? And that's definitely better than nothing. But I found when I was doing that I became a little disconnected from what I was writing, because then it just became this list, and it just didn't feel as genuine. And then I started making, it's like a note to the universe, a thank you note. And I'll say like, thank you for, and I'll start off with like, little things, and then just allow my mind to wander and to elaborate and to get into some bigger stuff. But thank you for this, thank you for this, thank you for this. And it's really important to say those words, thank you for, like with everything, instead of just making this mindless list, because after a while it can just become like, you just start writing stuff down. But if you repeat those words, thank you for, thank you for, thank you for, and then you put whatever you're thankful for after it, it is different. And I would invite you to try it and see how it feels to you, see how energetically it is different. I know whenever I do that, it's like I just manifest stuff like the next day. Like I wake up and all of a sudden I have this whole new world in front of me. So I definitely would give it a shot and see how that feels to you. But it just doesn't feel good to connect with the universe that way. Like you're having this intimate conversation, like, thank you for my family. Thank you for these amazing friends. Thank you for sending me these specific opportunities. Thank you for sending me my soulmate family. Thank you for sending me my soulmate friends. Thank you for sending me my dream situation. Thank you for this experience. Thank you for the amazing food that I get to eat every single day. Thank you for, whatever else it is. And I would invite you to try that and see how that feels, especially after going through that first process that I shared with you about listening, discovering, releasing, and then now gratitude. So thank you so much for joining us today. And we're going to bring it over to the Zoom chat. And if you have been watching, if you watched today, then let me know, what is your biggest takeaway from this from this episode. And also, if you want to get more into this process and you want to learn how to do this on your own, like my recharge clients do this, this is like a 5-minute process that they can do anytime. And you can do it with more than just abundance. You can do it with literally anything that is feeling out of alignment. And so if you want to find more out about that, just let me know. If you want to find out how to get into the inner circle, let me know, and we can have a conversation about that. All right, so I'm just setting this up. Okay, there is Dana. Come join us in the Zoom chat. I just posted that link there. So thank you all so much for joining me. Let me know if you are watching, and let me know what your biggest takeaway is. All right, have a great night.